This is Joe with TBN, back with step 3 for driver relief. So I now have my newly split route, and I'm looking at it right now. This is going from Hartford to the high school to Fredericksburg, and then going back to Hartford, right? So there's a couple of things we need to do right here. One, we don't need this trip to be going back to Hartford. So the first thing I want to do is hit edit. I'm going to scroll down to the Hartford yard. I'm going to hide that from dispatch, right? This bus is not going back at that moment in time. I'm going to hit the save button. Yes, confirm. Nope. And so now I have my trip going to Fredericksburg. I'm going to name this route just so I know. So this is outbound route to halfway in the motor coach. So this is going to be the bus that's actually going there right now. I'm going to hit the save button. Okay, fantastic. It's saved, and I can see I have my 56 passenger motor coach assigned to this. Great. Now what I want to do is I want to copy this route, because it's the same route almost that the swap car will be taking. So I'm going to copy this route one more time. Great. I have my new route. I want to clarify that this is not in a motor coach anymore. Now this is in the swap car. This is the outbound route to halfway in the swap car. I'm going to save that. Here, I want to match this off. It's going to check the relief assignment box right there, because we want to make sure we know that this is a relief assignment. And I'm going to edit these segments. We don't necessarily have to stop at E.O. Smith anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this first pickup location just to the town that I'm leaving out of, right? Let's just set this to Hartford Yard, just so we have our segments the way we need them to. And this is just going right from our yard right to Virginia. So I'll save this information right here. No. And then what I want to do is I want to change this vehicle type down here. We no longer have the 56 passenger motor coach in here. We're going to be assigning a swap car. We already have all our pricing worked out on the main trip that's going to be shown to the customer. So I'll set that to 0. Okay, fantastic. Let's set that to 0 and save. Great. So now I have this route. I have outbound all set up going with the motor coach, and then I have another outbound route getting set up going in the swap car. Now let's go handle the returns. So now we're on our route that represents the movement of the motor coach from halfway through the trip to the destination of the trip. So you can see down here, we're going from Fredericksburg, which is the halfway point, to South Carolina State University. We're hiding the spot time. If I go into the segments, you can see that I'm hiding the departure yard and the return yard from the dispatch. That's all built out. I want to scroll down. I want to make sure I have a 56 passenger motor coach down here as well. So this all looks correct to me. And now what I need to do is create the second half of the swap car movement. So I'll copy this route. Yes. And what it's going to do is going to pull me to the brand new route. And I'm going to rename this route swap car return to yard. Fantastic. And we'll save that. And what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to edit these segments, and there's a couple of things I need to change here. So first of all, we're coming back to Hartford, so I don't have to hide that yard anymore. And I'm going to change this final drop-off location to Hartford, Connecticut, the city that I'm going back to. Fantastic. I want to save that. Yes. Now it's going to load up my saves. No. Awesome. So I have that. I also want to make sure that this is checked as a relief assignment. Okay. Fantastic. And now this vehicle is not a 56 anymore. It's a swap car. So I want to switch this over to swap car. I'm going to hit the save. And so now I have my swap car back half move, right? So this is the swap car returning to the yard. So in this particular route, we've got Fredericksburg back to Hartford. It's a relief assignment. We're hiding it from the customer in the invoice. And down here, I have a swap car assigned.